Once upon a time, in a kingdom not so far away, there lived a king who had a peculiar habit. Every night, he would dine on a dish covered with a silver lid, and no one knew what was inside. Curiosity got the better of his loyal servant, Bob, who decided to take a peek. One night, Bob lifted the lid and found a white snake. He took a small bite and suddenly, he could understand the language of animals. "Well, this is going to be interesting," he thought. The next day, Bob overheard the royal pigeons gossiping about the queen's missing ring. "It's in the garden, under the third rose bush," they cooed. Bob quickly retrieved the ring and presented it to the king, who was so impressed that he promoted Bob to royal advisor. Feeling quite pleased with himself, Bob decided to use his newfound ability to make life a bit more entertaining. He started eavesdropping on the palace pets. The royal cat complained about the tasteless fish, and the dog whined about the lack of belly rubs. Bob relayed these complaints to the king, who found them amusing and made the necessary changes. One day, Bob heard the fish in the royal pond talking about a hidden treasure in the forest. "This is my chance to strike it rich," he thought. He followed the fish's directions and found a chest full of gold. Bob decided to keep this little adventure to himself and buried the treasure in his backyard. As time went on, Bob's reputation as a wise and resourceful advisor grew. However, his secret was eventually discovered when the royal chef noticed the missing bites from the white snake. The king, feeling betrayed, banished Bob from the kingdom. Bob, now a wealthy man thanks to his hidden treasure, didn't mind the exile. He bought a cozy cottage in the countryside and lived a peaceful life, still chatting with the animals and occasionally helping them with their problems. And so, Bob learned that sometimes a little curiosity can lead to great adventures, but it's always wise to keep a few secrets to oneself.